Be me. 28 years old, working dead-end retail job, living paycheck to paycheck, like I'm stuck in some depressing indie film about millennial struggles. Broke as hell, cars running on fumes, have exactly $12 in my bank account until Friday, which is 3 days away. Sitting in my childhood bedroom at my mom's house because I had to move back after my lease ended and I couldn't afford a new place. This is rock bottom. This is what failure looks like. This is my origin story, except instead of becoming a superhero, I'm just becoming increasingly pathetic. Looking around my old room and it's like a time capsule from 2002, posters of Linkin Park and Dragon Ball Z on the walls, my old Nintendo 64 in the corner collecting dust. Mom keeps asking when I'm going to clean this stuff out. She wants to turn it into a yoga room or whatever middle-aged women do with spare bedrooms. Honey, you need to go through your things. I can't keep all this clutter forever. Been putting it off for months because honestly it's depressing to confront the physical evidence of when my life had potential. Decide today's the day. Need to do something productive before I lose my mind completely from the soul-crushing monotony of existing. Start going through boxes, find old school papers with grades I'll never achieve again, trophies from sports I no longer play, photos of friends I haven't talked to in a decade. Then I find it, the Holy Grail, buried under a stack of Digimon cards and old Yu-Gi-Oh decks that I thought were going to make me rich someday. My Pokémon card collection from elementary school, pristine condition, kept in those plastic sleeves because even as a kid, I was weirdly protective of cardboard. Pull out the binder and flip through it, hit with nostalgia so hard it's like getting punched by memories. Remember trading these during lunch. The playground economy of rare holos. Got a first edition Charizard, holographic, barely touched, looks mint condition even to my untrained eye that can barely distinguish quality from trash. Got a bunch of other rare cards too, Blastoise, Venusaur, some ancient Mew card from that Pokémon movie premiere that my dad took me to in 1999. Remember being so proud of this collection. Felt like I was Ash Ketchum himself, except instead of catching them all, I was buying them with my allowance. Decide to look up what they're worth, just out of curiosity. Surely they're worth something, maybe a few $100 if I'm lucky. Google first edition Charizard value, and my eyes nearly pop out of my head like a cartoon character seeing something unbelievable. $25,000 to $30,000 for mint condition. My Charizard is mint condition. Hands start shaking. Refresh the page thinking this has to be wrong. This has to be some mistake or elaborate prank by the universe. Check multiple websites. eBay sold listings, collector forums, where nerds discuss these things with the seriousness of Wall Street traders. It's real. This is actually real. I'm sitting on a goldmine of childhood nostalgia that could literally change my life right now. Calculate quickly in my head. If the Charizard alone is worth $25K and I have like 50 other rare cards, I'm looking at potentially $50,000 or more. $50,000. That's a year's salary. That's a down payment on a house. That's getting out of my mom's house and having an actual life again. Immediately start researching how to sell these properly. Find out there's this whole process of getting them graded by professional companies. PSA grading, BGS grading, send them in, wait weeks. They assign a number 110 based on condition. Higher grade means exponentially more value. Except here's the problem. Grading costs money, shipping costs money. The whole process takes weeks, and I need gas money by tomorrow morning to get to work. Stare at these cards for like an hour, mind racing with possibilities, imagining what I could do with 50 grand like I'm planning a heist in Ocean's 11. Could pay off my credit cards, get my own apartment, buy a reliable car that doesn't sound like it's dying every time I turn the ignition, maybe even go back to school. Could stop living like a broke college student in his late 20s. Could have dignity again. Could be a person who doesn't check his bank account with anxiety before buying groceries. But I need $40 for gas right now. Need to get to work this week. Need to survive until Friday when my pathetic paycheck hits. Think about borrowing money from mom, but she's already letting me live here rent-free, and I can't ask for more without feeling like a complete failure. Think about selling just one card, maybe a less valuable one. But which one do I sell when I don't know the exact values without getting them graded? Panic setting in because I'm bad with decisions. Especially decisions that involve delayed gratification versus immediate needs. Remember my buddy from high school who's super into Pokémon still, like he never grew out of it, still plays the games, watches the anime, the whole deal. He's basically living the life of a Pokémon trainer, except in real life he's an accountant, which is significantly less cool. Text him, "Yo, you still into Pokémon cards?" He responds immediately like he was waiting his whole life for this message. "Dude, yes. Why?" "Found my old collection from when we were kids. Got some rare stuff." "No way. What do you have?" Send him pictures of my Charizard and a few other cards. He responds in all caps, "Dude, that Charizard is worth like 25K if it's real." "I know, just looked it up." "Are you going to sell it?" Stare at this message for a long time. The question that's going to determine my entire financial future and possibly my escape from this depression hole. I don't know, need to get them graded first. That takes weeks and costs money. You know that, right? Yeah. You should hold on to them, get them graded properly, sell them for maximum value. He's right. I know he's right. This is the smart play, the intelligent adult decision that future me would thank present me for. Except present me needs gas money and rent and food, and to not feel like a complete failure for 5 minutes. Go on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, local collector groups, post some of my less rare cards for quick sale. Pokémon cards for sale, good condition, fair prices. Get responses immediately because apparently adults with disposable income love buying childhood nostalgia. Some guy offers me $200 for a bunch of my uncommon holos, cards that aren't Charizard level rare but still decent. $200 would solve my immediate problems, gas money, plus groceries, plus a little extra breathing room. Agree to meet him at a Starbucks like we're doing a drug deal, except instead of substances, we're exchanging cartoon monster cards. Drive there on my last gallon of gas, car coughing the whole way like it's judging my life choices. Guy shows up, he's exactly what you'd expect. Late 30s, wearing a Pikachu hoodie, extremely enthusiastic about cards in a way that's both endearing and sad. "Dude, these are sick. I had these same ones as a kid, but my mom threw them out." Classic story, every Pokemon collector has the "my mom threw out my cards" trauma, like it's a universal shared experience. Hands me $200 cash, takes the cards, leaves happy. Sit in the Starbucks parking lot counting this money like it's $1 million, feeling both relieved and guilty. Relieved because immediate crisis solved, guilty because I just sold pieces of a potential 50K collection for gas money like an idiot. Go home, put my Charizard and the really valuable cards in a safe place, promise myself I'll get them graded properly when I have money. 2 weeks pass, rent is due, mom isn't charging me rent, but I feel bad living here for free like a parasite, so I try to contribute. Need $400 for my half of utilities and groceries, and to not feel like a complete mooch. Look at my card collection again. I'm like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, except instead of a ring, it's holographic Pokemon cards. My precious. List more cards online, sell a Blastoise for $300, sell some other holos for $150. Paying bills with Pokemon cards like I'm in some alternate universe where cardboard is currency. Each time I sell cards, I tell myself this is the last time. Next paycheck, I'll save money properly and get the remaining cards graded. Next paycheck comes, unexpected car repair costs $600. There goes that plan. Sell more cards. 3 months of this cycle, slowly liquidating my childhood collection for adult problems like I'm the least successful pawn shop in history. Every time I sell cards, I calculate how much I'm losing by not grading them first. It's like watching money burn, except I'm the one holding the match. My Charizard is still safe though, haven't touched that one. That's the crown jewel, the one that's actually worth life-changing money. Tell myself as long as I have the Charizard, I'm fine. That's the retirement plan. That's the emergency fund. That's the hope. One day my car completely dies. Like actually dies. Mechanic says it needs a new transmission which costs more than the car is worth. Need a car to get to work. Need work to survive. Need to survive to eventually escape this cycle of poverty and bad decisions. Could get a loan, but my credit is terrible. Because of course it is. Could ask family, but they've already helped too much. Stare at my Charizard in its protective sleeve. Pristine condition. Worth $25K minimum if I sold it properly through the right channels. Or worth faulted cash today if I sell it to the local card shop that definitely lowballs everyone but offers immediate payment. Need $2,000 for a used car that won't die immediately? Do the math. Sell the Charizard plus my remaining good cards. This is it. This is the moment where I either make the smart choice or the desperate choice. Desperate choice wins because hunger and homelessness beat future financial security. Take my entire remaining collection to the local card shop. The guy there is some dude in his 40s living the dream of owning a card shop like he's in a Kevin Smith movie. What you got for me today? Show him the Charizard and the remaining rare cards. He picks up the Charizard and I watch his eyes light up like he just found treasure. First edition holo Charizard, nice condition. Where'd you get this? Had it since I was a kid. He examines it carefully, professionally, probably calculating how much he can lowball me while I'm calculating how much I need to not be homeless. I can give you $2,200 for the Charizard and $500 for the rest. $1,700 total for cards worth potentially $50K. If I had sold them properly, if I had been patient, if I had made literally any better choice. This is the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals. Maybe ever. I'm basically the guy who sold Alaska for pennies. Can you do $2,000 total? He thinks about it. Probably knows I'm desperate. Probably deals with desperate people all day selling childhood collections for adult problems. Yeah, I can do $2,000. Shake hands, sign some papers, watch him put my Charizard in his display case with a $8,000 price tag. He's gonna make $6,000 profit minimum off my desperation and childhood nostalgia. This is capitalism at its finest, and I'm on the wrong end. Take the $2,000, buy a used Toyota that's seen better days but runs. Tell myself this was necessary, this was survival, this was the only option. Except it wasn't the only option. I could have borrowed money, could have sold other stuff, could have made different choices weeks ago, could have not bought those Digimon cards when I was broke, could have not been a gooner spending money on dumb stuff instead of saving, could have a million different choices that would have led to keeping those cards and selling them properly. 6 months later, scrolling through Reddit at 2 a.m. because sleep is for people without anxiety and regret, see a post on some Pokémon subreddit, just sold my PSA 10 first edition Charizard for $55,000. Guy posts pictures of his graded card, the check, the whole success story. $55,000 for the exact same card I had, the exact same condition, sold for proper value through proper channels with proper patience. I sold mine for $20,200. Sit there in the dark doing the math. $55,000 minus $1,200 equals $53,800 lost. $53,800 gone because I needed gas money and couldn't wait. That's not just money, that's a house down payment, that's a new car, that's going back to school, that's escaping retail hell. That's every opportunity I won't have because I chose immediate survival over future prosperity. Think about that card shop owner. He probably got my Charizard graded, probably sold it for $40K or $50K, probably took his family on vacation with my childhood. Check his shop's Instagram because I hate myself apparently. See him posting about amazing finds and incredible collection pieces. See my Charizard in his display case with a sold tag. Caption says, graded PSA 9.5, sold for $42,000 to serious collector. He made $40,000 profit off my desperation. I made enough to buy a car that's already having problems. This is the worst financial decision of my life, and I've made many bad ones, including that time I tried day trading crypto after watching Wolf of Wall Street. Tell my buddy about it, the one who's still into Pokémon and tried to warn me. Dude, you sold your Charizard? Had to, needed money for a car. How much did you get? $12,200. Silence on the other end like he's processing the magnitude of my stupidity. Dude, that card was worth like $40K or more graded. I know. Why didn't you wait? Couldn't afford to wait. More silence. That's rough, man. Understatement of the century. Rough doesn't cover the existential regret that hits me every time I think about it, which is approximately every day. Mom asks whatever happened to my card collection. Didn't I say those were worth something? Sold them. Oh, did you get good money? Not really. Don't have the heart to tell her I sold a retirement fund for gas money. She'd be disappointed in a way that's worse than being angry. Still working the same retail job, still broke, still living paycheck to paycheck. Except now I don't even have the cards as a backup plan. See a kid come into the store wearing a Pokémon shirt, reminds me of when I was that age and thought collecting cards was the most important thing. That kid probably has cards worth thousands and doesn't even know it. Probably his mom will throw them out someday, or he'll sell them for nothing. Want to warn him, want to tell him to hold on to those cards, to protect them, to wait until he's desperate and broke, and then wait even longer. But I don't say anything because what am I going to say? I'm the cautionary tale. I'm the example of what not to do. I'm the guy who had $50K in his childhood bedroom and sold it for $2,000 because he couldn't wait 3 months. Sometimes I think about alternate universe me who made better choices, who held on to those cards, who sold them properly. That version of me probably has a house, probably has a decent car, probably isn't working retail at 28 wondering where it all went wrong. This version of me has a used Toyota and memories of holographic dragons that could have changed everything. Look up the value of Pokémon cards sometimes just to torture myself, watch them keep going up in value, watch my theoretical net worth in an alternate timeline. That Charizard is probably worth $60K now with how the market is going. That's $58,800 I lost by being impatient and desperate. Could have been the guy with the success story posting on Reddit about financial freedom through childhood nostalgia. Instead, I'm the guy reading those posts at 2 a.m., feeling like I lost the lottery because I threw away the winning ticket. Tried getting back into Pokemon collecting to maybe rebuild, buy some new cards, maybe catch lightning in a bottle twice. Spent $100 on modern packs, got nothing valuable. It's not the same, the magic is gone. I'm chasing something I can't get back. Realized I'm not collecting for fun. I'm trying to recreate the past and undo my mistakes, which is impossible and kind of sad. Stopped collecting, accepted my fate as the guy with the worst Pokemon card story in existence. My buddy still brings it up sometimes when we hang out, not in a mean way, more in a can you believe this happened way. Remember when you had that Charizard? Yeah, I remember. I remember every day. It's burned into my brain like trauma, except instead of war, it's cardboard. See posts online about people finding valuable cards in their attic, getting them graded, making life-changing money. Those used to make me hopeful. Now they just make me sad because I had that and fumbled it worse than any fumble in NFL history. I'm the guy who dropped the ball on the 1-yard line, except the ball was made of holographic cardboard and worth more than my car. Work is slow today, standing behind the register watching people buy stuff they don't need with money they probably don't have. Kid comes up with his mom, buying Pokemon cards, so excited he can barely contain himself. Mom, what if I get a Charizard? That would be very lucky, sweetie. Ring them up, hand the kid his pack of cards, watch him open them immediately despite his mom saying to wait until they get home. Doesn't get a Charizard, gets some common cards, looks disappointed but still happy because he's a kid and hasn't learned about crushing disappointment yet. Want to tell him that even if he got a Charizard, he should hold on to it forever, should protect it, should never sell it for gas money. Want to tell him that cardboard dragons are more valuable than they seem, that childhood things appreciate in value while you depreciate, but I just smile and say, better luck next time. He leaves happy, mom leaves happy. I'm left standing here thinking about parallel universes where I made better choices. My face when I had $50K worth of Pokemon cards and sold them for $2K because I needed gas money and couldn't wait 3 months to get them properly graded. That feel when you realize being a gooner who can't delay gratification cost you more money than any other mistake you've made, and you'll probably think about those cards every day for the rest of your life, wondering what could have been if you weren't so desperate and impatient.
Behold the fool who held the Holy Grail. Charizard first edition, destiny set to sail. $50,000 sleeping in his mother's home, but this damn idiot sold it all for gas money alone. That's all the gods require.